You're telling me they shot you with a revolver in your eye?
Yes.
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a revolver.
If they shot you in the eye, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. It was most likely you'd be dead.
18-year-old Ryan was being mocked by the detectives. He had been shot in the head and was experiencing a brain bleed that could kill him at any moment.
I'm gonna go back to sleep and try to go back to bed.
You're not going back to bed.
On December 23, 2006, 2 men broke into Ryan Waller's house to seek revenge for a previous argument. Ryan heard a noise at the door, but when he went to investigate, a hand reached in and shot him twice in the eye. The 2 men, Richie and Larry Carver, then entered his house and shot Ryan's girlfriend Heather, killing her instantly. By some miracle, 18-year-old Ryan survived and was able to talk to the police when they arrived hours later. Given that he had just been shot in the head, he said he didn't know what had happened, but instead of being taken straight to the hospital, he was taken to the police station and interrogated for the longest hour of his life. Before the interview began, Ryan was left alone in the room. He writhed in pain for 20 minutes, and worse yet, he was handcuffed to the desk and unable to call for help. Ryan was clearly not okay, but the detectives began the interrogation anyway.
Man.
You know why you're down here, Ryan? You have no idea why you're down here? Okay. I don't know what happened, okay? So I'm going to read you something to make sure you understand your rights, okay? Ever seen a TV show Cops or CSI or anything like that?
Okay.
You ever seen that?
No.
You've never seen any kind of cop show? Lawyer show? Any kind of show?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to listen up real closely. Okay, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. What's the highest grade you went through school?
I don't know.
You don't know the highest grade you went through?
8th?
8th grade? Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Do you have a GED?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
Oh, you're not going to go home right now. What's the highest grade that you completed?
B?
No. Not grade as in letter grade. I'm asking, did you graduate high school?
No.
And the highest you went was 8th grade?
Yep.
Do you know how to read and write, Ryan?
Yeah.
The way the detective spoke to Ryan implied that he knew something was wrong. He raised his voice slightly, spoke slowly, and used simple language as if he were talking to a child. However, even with the large red mark on Ryan's face and his vague responses, the detective concluded that nothing was wrong and continued the interrogation.
Do you have a girlfriend? No? You know a girl named Heather? What is Heather's last name?
The one that lives there right now?
I guess, I don't know. If her name's Heather, what's her last name?
I don't know which name she's trying to use as her last one. She's trying to have a real last as her nickname, so I don't know.
What nickname does she go by?
She probably wants the last name, Kyman.
Kyman? How old is Heather?
16 or 17.
Is she a white girl?
Yeah.
How did you meet Heather?
I've known her since school. I don't know.
You just known her from school?
She used to be a business name.
She used to be in a class, your business class? All right. What happened to your face?
I don't know.
You told the officer just a few minutes ago that someone hit you. Do you remember who hit you?
I think it was Heather.
Why would Heather hit you?
It was an accident. I forgot why.
What was an accident?
Heather's last name?
No. What was an accident?
Heather hitting me.
What did she hit you with?
Her hand in the eye.
Did you guys have an argument?
Not really, no.
Not really?
Uh-uh.
What happened for her to hit you in the eye like that?
She just hit me on accident. She was giving Christina a head.
She was what?
She was helping Christina with her hair or something. I don't know.
Who's Christina?
She's on the couch.
Christina's on the couch?
Christina was on the sofa. Ryan and Heather lived with another person whose name was not disclosed. It is possible that Christina is the person he was referring to, but in any case, no one else was home on the night of the attack. Ryan was clearly suffering from a severe brain injury, and it is surprising that the detective did not connect the dots. Even if it was just a blunt force impact, as Ryan was saying, he should have been examined by a doctor based on how he was behaving. But of course, that is not what happened. Instead, the situation got even worse.
What happened last night?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I really don't. I just want to go to sleep and go to sleep.
Well, you remembered Heather hitting you in the eye, right?
I don't know what anybody was doing. I really don't.
Who was in the house when you went to sleep?
Christina and Heather.
Christina and Heather.
Mm-hmm.
And Christina was on the couch?
Heather was.
Heather was on the couch. You told me Christina was on the couch just a minute ago.
I don't know, man. I really don't. I really don't.
You just don't know?
I really don't, man. I just want to go and go to sleep, man.
Oh, Ryan, you're not going to go anywhere. Do you know what happened in your house last night?
Mm-mm.
Is that house yours?
Mm-hmm.
Yours or your parents'?
Mine. Why? What happened?
I don't know what happened. You're all beat up, so tell me what happened.
I don't know. I just want to go to sleep, man. That's it.
There's a dead girl in your living room.
She's dead?
Yes.
Heather?
I don't know. I want to know what happened in your house last night.
The girl on the couch is dead?
I don't know. If she's on the couch, she's dead.
Well, these people came over, Richie and his dad, with shoot and arrow, bow and darts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They hit me and her with those. That's it. And Heather wasn't there. And Eric wasn't there. It was just me and Heather. I was there.
You and Heather were there. And then what happened?
And that's it. Richie and his dad tried to break in through the back.
Richie and Dad? His dad?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Richie?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously know him. You know his name by Richie.
He used to live there.
Was he a roommate of yours?
He used to be.
They hit you?
Yeah.
Now it's Richie that hit you, not Heather?
No, Richie and his dad.
Richie and his dad. They hit you.
Yes.
Why?
Because they were trying to get their stuff. I don't know why.
And they had some kind of bow and arrows?
Mm-hmm. They each had 2 revolvers and they didn't let off any shells.
Okay, you just said they had bow and arrows. Now they have revolvers?
That's what I meant. They had revolvers.
They have revolvers.
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then they shot us with those.
They shot both of you?
Yeah.
Where'd they shoot you at?
I got shot in the eye.
You got shot in the eye
I think so.
with a revolver.
I think. I don't know, man. I don't know. Fuck.
Then what happened?
I don't know.
You don't know a lot, Ryan.
I don't, man. I really don't.
I would like to see this detective try to articulate himself as well as Ryan is in this situation. Ryan has to recount the exact sequence of events as well as the perpetrator's names with a revolver bullet still lodged in his brain. It sounds like an unbelievable story, and that is probably why the cop is essentially laughing at him by now. But that still doesn't excuse any part of what's going on. Ryan is clearly in distress, in pain, and needs to go to the hospital, but he is still more than half an hour away from any form of medical attention.
Ryan, why don't you tell me what really happened there? Because I don't believe...
I really don't know, man. I really don't. I don't know. I can tell you anything, I swear.
Well, I want you to tell me the truth. That's all I want from you.
Richie and his dad came there. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why, but they put me in sleeping hold, and like they put me in sleeping hold with the arrows and shit. Like I lived through that crap.
Okay, they put you in a sleeping hold?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know, man.
You're telling me they put you in a sleeping hold. What is a sleeping hold?
I don't know.
Well, explain it.
really don't know.
It's coming out of your mouth. Explain that to me. What's a sleeping hold?
I really don't know, man.
Okay. You're telling me you're all over the board here, number one. You're saying bows and arrows, you're saying revolvers, and you're saying some other thing, and you're saying they shot you in the eye, okay? They shot you with a revolver in your eye.
Yes. And that's
Is it a BB gun?
No, it was a real gun, man. It was just a
If
revolver.
they shot you in the eye with a revolver, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. It was most likely you'd be dead.
That's what I thought too, man. I really don't know. I really don't know, and I just want to go back to sleep and try to go back to bed.
You're not going back to bed, okay? That's not going to happen. What happened to Heather?
Heather got shot
Where did she get shot?
inside the face once.
She got shot inside of the face?
Mm-hmm.
How close were you to her when she got shot in the face?
It was after I got shot, so I didn't even hear anything.
So you got shot first,
Uh-huh.
and what happened? Did you fall to the ground?
Yeah, I was trying to get up and shit, and I couldn't.
And then she got shot?
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do? Did you call 911?
Uh-uh.
Did you see if she was alive?
She was sleeping still, and that's it. I just let her sleep.
She got shot in the side of the face, and you let her sleep?
Yes.
This does not make sense, Ryan.
I know, I didn't mean to, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was passing out. That's because I got shot wrong once, too, and I was gonna pass out.
Okay, this is now, not before. You're saying right now you've been shot
Yes.
in the eye
Yes.
with a revolver.
Yes.
All right. Ryan, you need to start telling me the truth because your story doesn't make sense.
I'm trying, man. I don't know. Just ask me anything, I'll tell you the truth. Just ask me.
Well, I'm trying to, and you're not even coming close to the truth.
Go ahead, ask me.
What happened with you and Heather last night?
Her dad came and shot the house.
And shot her.
Mm-hmm.
Her dad shot her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do?
I tried to go back to sleep.
After you've been shot
Mm-hmm.
in the eye,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't know enough to call 911.
Mm-mm.
Why did you call 911?
Because I was just trying to go to sleep, that's it.
You just saw Richie's and his dad shoot your girlfriend, and you just felt like you needed to go to sleep? Ryan, look at me. Ryan,
Yes. I don't know, man. I really don't
why
know.
did you shoot Heather, Ryan?
I didn't shoot Heather. She was already shot once by her brother, I swear.
Richie.
Yes.
Richie shot his own sister.
Yes, I swear. That's it.
Sit down.
Not me.
And you've been shot in the eye.
Yes.
Put your feet up my table, please.
My feet hurt, man. I don't know why.
Get them off my table. Let me see your nose. Put your legs down. Put your legs down. Bring your face closer.
Oh, my head hurts.
Okay. Yeah, be right back.
Finally, the detective at least considered the possibility that Ryan might be in physical pain. He left the room to call for an ambulance and returned shortly afterward to try to get more details about the shooting. Ryan clarified that Heather was not related to Richie or his father, and that he had no idea why they attacked him that evening. 10 minutes later, the fire department arrived to examine Ryan's injury.
And he's acting like he has a serious head injury, which would make sense.
What's your
You guys
name?
confirm.
Ryan.
Yeah, we'll take him.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
It's
we
like-
can tell.
Did that all? Has it been like that before, or it just happened tonight?
It's been like this for like a day or so.
So it happened what? The other night?
I don't know.
You don't know what happened. Were there guns around?
This kid Eric did it. I don't know how he did it exactly. I might have been shot. I don't know.
While you waiting on this to do more
I don't know.
It looks like it went right through, huh?
Yeah, it might have, I don't know.
Now Ryan's blood pressure was taken, and finally, after 56 minutes of unnecessary and potentially deadly interrogation, he was taken to the hospital. At the hospital, doctors immediately recognized that his condition was critical and that he had indeed been shot in the eye. They also told his father that he had contracted an infection that could have been prevented if he had received proper care. Ryan stayed in the hospital for 35 days and lost part of his brain and his left eye. Worst of all, he experienced regular seizures from the day he left the hospital until 2016, when one final seizure took his life. Richie and Larry were both sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Do you understand the details of Jeff Pearson's case? Let me summarize it for you once more. 1. Incident description. On December 23, 2006, two men, Richie and Larry Carver, broke into Ryan Waller's house seeking revenge and shot him twice in the eye, killing his girlfriend Heather instantly. Miraculously, Ryan survived and was able to speak to the police. 2. Police interrogation. Instead of being taken to the hospital, Ryan was interrogated by detectives for nearly an hour despite showing clear signs of a traumatic brain injury. The detectives mocked him, failed to believe his account, and ignored his visible distress and severe injury. 3. Ryan's condition. During the interrogation, Ryan displayed confusion, memory loss, and pain, repeatedly asking to go to sleep. The detectives persisted in questioning him, disregarding his impaired state and the fact that he had been shot in the eye. 4. Delayed medical attention. It took 56 minutes for the police to call for medical assistance. When Ryan was finally taken to the hospital, it was discovered that he had suffered critical injuries, including a brain infection that could have been prevented with timely care. 5. Aftermath and consequences. Ryan was hospitalized for 35 days, lost part of his brain and his left eye, and suffered from regular seizures until one eventually caused his death in 2016. Richie and Larry Carver were sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Understanding your rights when injured or arrested is crucial to protecting yourself from unfavorable situations. Here are specific points to keep in mind. 1. The right to remain silent. According to the U.S. Constitution, you have the right not to incriminate yourself, known as the right to remain silent. This means you are not obligated to answer police questions during an interrogation unless a lawyer is present. Advice. When being interrogated, you can clearly state to the police that you want to remain silent and request a lawyer. For example, I want to remain silent and I want a lawyer. 2. The right to an attorney. You have the right to have an attorney present during questioning and trial. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to be provided with a public defender for free. Advice. Always request an attorney immediately and do not agree to answer any police questions without the presence of an attorney. 3. The right to be informed of your rights. The police must inform you of your rights, including the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney. This is typically done by reading the Miranda warning before starting an interrogation. Advice. Ensure you understand your rights when the police read the Miranda warning. If not, you can ask the police to explain it again. 4. The right to protection from torture and cruel treatment. You have the right to be protected from all forms of torture or cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment. Using violence or threats to obtain a confession is illegal. Advice. If you feel threatened or abused during an interrogation, request to see a lawyer immediately and inform your family or human rights organizations. 5. The right to know your rights. You have the right to be fully aware of your rights in any legal situation. This includes the right to a fair trial, legal protection, and clear information about your rights. Advice. Always educate yourself about your rights beforehand, and do not hesitate to seek help from a lawyer or legal organizations when necessary. Understanding and exercising your rights can help you avoid unnecessary legal risks and ensure that your basic rights are respected and protected.